We are late, but we are here finally.
We are here.
Sorry for the delay, folks. That's my fault. I was late. My son had another baseball game, so I did what I had to do. But I, as usual, am Boxman
And
and
Ian,
Shaheen, and we are here to talk the wrestling.
the Hot Tag Podcast.
That's it.
I guess.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. Do you want to just talk about Raw? Or is there any news at all?
Like I said, I mean, the huge news is Brian Christopher putting out a new album. It's got a bunch of wrestlers on there. His dad is on there.
So, hold on.
Yes,
King is he's rapping.
him and King have a song called Puppies.
Oh, that's what Norin posted up.
Yeah, Puppies.
Who
That's
else?
right.
Do you have a list of all the wrestlers that are on the CD?
I might. Give me one sec. It's right here.
Oh man, I need to see this.
The CD consists of several hilarious song parodies plus some great original music. Included on the CD are songs Going Down, with which Brian uses as he makes his grand entrance to the ring, Puppies featuring Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler, Memphis Thang, a tribute song written by Brian about classic Memphis wrestling. Brian's good friend Rikishi makes several cameo appearances on the CD. Brian,
Yeah.
Brian Christopher not only performs all the songs on this CD, but also co-wrote most of them. Wow. All right, hold on. I'm not even going through the rest of this. It's just a plug where to purchase it. Some of the tracks include Bad News with a Z, Jabroni, Memphis Brews, and My Jeans, I'm It Sexy, Puppies, and Grandmaster Style.
Now I got a question for you. If
I'm not sure if I'm going to have an answer.
well, of course you're not gonna have a definite answer with us, but if Randy Savage was alive today, do you think he would be on the CD?
I don't know.
That would be a terrible collaboration right there.
That would be. I don't know. I mean, Macho already pretty much did.
I know Randy Savage was doing some stuff with Wu Tang.
Was he?
Yeah, towards the end, RZA from the Wu Tang, he produced a bunch of his songs on the album, and they had some collaborations, I guess, from what I remember.
Interesting.
Yeah, Wu Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, man.
I did not know that. That's because I don't listen to rap music.
Well,
I'm sorry. I just don't. I did. I had a time, but I don't anymore.
yeah, I don't either. I don't listen to new stuff. I listen to like mid '90s.
Yeah, I prefer the 90s and 80s even better.
Yeah, it's too old for me.
Oh, come on.
Well, I was only born in '87, man. I mean, I can't.
Oh, God. I forget you're 12 years old, younger than me.
Yeah, I was in '87, man.
I'm an old fart.
I just sound like an old soul.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah, so,
That's what you get for drinking whiskey and smoking cigars.
oh, dude, I know all about that. I worked at a cigar shop. So, trust me, there was a lot of whiskey and brandy. They drink a lot of brandy because they dip the cigar in the back of it.
Yeah, not. I used to drink brandy when I was young, but I had too many bad experiences with brandy, so the smell kind of kills it for me.
See, whiskey is the same with me. Too many bad experiences. I can't even smell whiskey anymore without almost gagging.
Yeah, that's how I am with brandy. I can't.
Yeah, so,
I almost just threw up in my mouth a little bit just thinking about it. Well,
yeah. So, sorry.
Randy.
So, yeah, Brian Christopher, new album, huge news. Obviously,
That
huge,
up?
huge. And the only other news that I saw that was anything worth anything is that the Wrestling Observer, I can't speak tonight, obviously. The Wrestling Observer newsletter reported that HGH, WWE doesn't test for it like they should be. No shit, Ryback. Yeah.
Cena probably.
Yeah, there's a few guys out there, but yeah, it just they do not test for it. Even though it is on the banned substance list, it says the setback with the test is that testing for HGH is expensive. Previous drug tests for HGH were unreliable. So why bother, right?
Uh, I guess that's their view.
Yeah, and I guess
Are
HGH goes away quickly too.
they gonna start doing it now?
I don't know, but I guess they said HGH you have to really get them like very quick after they do it, or it's gone from your system.
It's kind of like cocaine, probably.
I guess I don't know, but yeah. So interesting. I mean, I understand expensive, but wouldn't you want to test for that? They, I mean, they're a goddamn PG company. Wouldn't you? I don't know. They're a public company. Forget PG. Public.
Yeah, that's more important since they're a publicly traded company. That's
Yeah, yeah. That's why I said forget PG. It's not even worth bringing it up. But
only PG because they're publicly traded.
I guess they could still be TV. I mean, shit. Isn't porn public?
Yeah, but they want
I should buy some stocks in porn.
to go down. With the internet, man. Porn industry is pretty much dead.
Yeah, they're all out there complaining and pay for your porn. Well, I'm sorry, I'm smarter than you.
Those girls are just fucking for free.
Hey, man, good for them. We need more of them out there.
Yeah, it's not good for them. It's good for the viewers, I guess. But.
Good eggs. That's what we call them. Good eggs. So, I don't know. You got any news, or you want to just get right into
Let's get
Raw?
Yeah, let's just get into Raw. If we come up with, we'll talk about it later.
Let's get into Raw.
Oh,
Yeah, Raw was not good last night. I didn't even write down what started. I forgot, but I know the first match was the Usos and Ziggler versus the Dust Brothers and Cesaro.
well, it started with no, it's the best part is the beginning. Actually, it came out. Dean Ambrose came out.
That's right. Go ahead. If you remember, you talk about it because I forget.
Yeah, he came out to a huge pop, and man, I think he's getting better and better every week. Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't want to jump on the bandwagon, but this guy he's phenomenal. He's growing on me week by week, and he's getting better week by week. And basically, Triple H and all them came out, and Seth Rollins came out, and of course John Cena jumps Seth Rollins because he has to get in this feud now because he has nothing to do. So yeah, and the best part was basically actually I think I'm mistaken. I think I'm mistaken. Hold on one second. Maybe Rollins came out first because I think it was Rollins and Cena that were doing a promo, and then Rollins got beat by Cena, and then he jumped in the crowd. And once he jumps in the crowd, he looks to the right, and Dean Ambrose pops next to him. That was awesome.
That was really cool. Little spot there.
I love that, man. That made the night for me. That was fucking awesome.
He slaps Ambrose in the chest. Ambrose is like, "Yeah, buddy."
It was fucking awesome, man. That's good stuff. See, you can be PG and still do good stuff like that, you know?
And and Ambrose's comedy doesn't come off goofy. It comes off badass, which is rare in someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't come off as, oh, look, his Big Show in a diaper. It comes off as kind of Stone Cold comedy.
Right.
Which I've heard a lot of people compare him to the Stone Cold, but I don't really see that. But
yeah, he's awesome, man.
He's definitely, again, one of the reasons I like watching. I want to watch Raw. Is what is Ambrose going to do and say?
Yeah, basically, he's pretty much the only reason to watch Raw right now. I mean,
yeah, I mean, you got him. You got. I mean, honestly, I like the Usos. I'll watch for the Usos. I mean, obviously, there's the Bella Twins. I mean, if you're not watching for the Bella Twins, you're obviously not a wrestling fan.
oh yeah,
Sarcasm.
she's getting the biggest pop of the night, man. The X Champ, dude.
Dude, okay. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say, is she getting the biggest pop of the night, or is her husband's chant getting
Yeah,
the biggest pop of the night? People are really confused by this, I think.
yeah. And honestly, if I was in the crowd, man, I would not be doing the yes chant with those people because they're just making it look like the Bellas are over and people are enjoying these segments. That's all it's doing right now.
Brie looks like she's bouncing on a cock in a porn when she's
Yeah.
doing it. I mean,
Taking his shit, man.
she looks like she's
Terrible.
squat up, shit up, shit up.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said something because I actually had it written down. I was going to say something too.
That, I don't know, man. I don't know if wrestling fans are really into this Bella thing, but with them doing the yes chant, it definitely, makes it look like that. I'm not into it, but
Well, I mean, they want Daniel Bryan back. They don't. I mean, let's face it. When Brie left, did you hear anyone crying about it? I didn't.
them doing that in Vince's eyes and their eyes, that means that the Bellas are over.
True, but meanwhile, I think it's all it's going to do is keep Daniel Bryan relevant in the eyes of the fans, and let's just hope
And
they.
more.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
I,
my problem with it. More Bellas.
yeah, exactly. More Bellas, just what we need. Um,
Less divas.
and again, this was a show with a bunch of. Was there more than one Divas match? There was two.
I hope not.
Hold on here.
Was
Yeah,
there?
no, there was just one.
Yeah, I remember the midget match that got a "This is stupid" chant.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
I don't blame them.
I've got a few notes on that.
Yeah.
All right, I guess. Well, yeah, that was awesome. Fucking Ambrose is again. I really think that the Cena stigma, and I'm using air quotes, the stigma that Cena gives some people, i.e., Zack Ryder. Fucking, I don't think he did much for Bray. I can think of a few more.
He was standing next to the Usos. I liked the Usos before he stood next to them. Ever since then, they got corny.
Yeah, they're it seems to, and luckily Ambrose can be himself and just kind of, boom, this is me. You're not going to get anything else. Enjoy it or don't.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
because Ambrose kind of like makes fun of him and shits on him at the same time.
dude, I loved what he did last night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a hot dog. Coney Island, maybe ride the Wonder Wheel.
Well, we just gave him the mic too. Just dropped it afterwards.
Yeah, just dropped it. I mean, and you're right. The fact that he kind of calls Cena on his shit again, air quotes,
Yeah.
is gonna keep him distance enough to where I don't think it's gonna stick to him. I think he can push straight through this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's not.
maybe,
I'm sorry.
maybe no, maybe Cena can actually help this guy. I don't know. Maybe, possibly. I'm not saying yes, but
Not do that. But what's the name? I mean, similar situation was with Daniel Bryan during his push. Of course they put Cena in there until Cena put him over. But with Daniel Bryan was a little bit different. Daniel Bryan and him were standing next to each other and being friends and all that stuff. With Ambrose is different. Ambrose says that he doesn't like him. So
yeah. And he did put over Ambrose pretty damn big, or Bryan pretty big in that match. And if he does the same thing for Ambrose, good for him. I hope he does. He may. I mean, with the match that was announced, maybe he'll put him over.
hopefully.
I'm hoping. I don't care to see Cena in another Hell in the Cell. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and talk about the Hell in a Cell that we're gonna get since we're talking about the topic now?
Sure, why not? You got a match card pulled up?
No, I'm talking about the main event that we're gonna get.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Fuck, keep an order. Well, this is fucking. We may as well call this two guys who smoke pot and have ADD. Let's go.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever, man. What's the name? But yeah,
Hell in a Cell, which by the way is here, and I haven't decided yet if I'm going. It's in Dallas.
you should go, man.
I've never been to a live pay-per-view, so it would be something different for me. I actually got a friend who said he has a friend at American Airlines who can get me some sweets. So if I can get that, I'm definitely going to go and take my kid with me. So
Man, should be a good time.
Oh, if you're in a suite, you can't have a much better time than that.
There you go.
Yeah, so we're gonna I'm gonna decide on that, but
Whiskey
Hell in a
cigars.
Cell.
Whiskey cigars and the Hell in a Cell.
There you go. You can't get much better than that.
There you go.
I'll pass on the whiskey though.
Yeah. Well, add a steak to it. You
Oh,
can't get much more manly than that, you know.
that might help. That might help.
You know what? That is a solution for Adam Rose. Give him some whiskey, a couple cigars, and a couple steaks, and make him a man.
They need to do the same thing for Dolph Ziggler, except he needs to be inhaling the cigars.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he needs to really just, I mean, he needs some good, like a big fat Maduro strong cigar that he can just inhale, choke a couple times, and go out to the ring.
Yep. For every promo, just
Yeah,
I
yeah. Do a quick shot of fucking Fireball. Get
yeah,
your ass out there.
get out there and do a promo with Ziggler.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a match card while if you want to go ahead and talk, I'm going to see if we got any matches set up besides just one. I think there's only two right now.
Well, basically, we're gonna get Cena against Ambrose in Hell in a Cell, and the winner of that is gonna get to face Seth Rollins. So those are the two Hell in a Cells that we're gonna get. Of course, I thought it would have been much better if they would have just paid Lesnar as, or maybe they want to pay Lesnar. Maybe Lesnar just doesn't want to wrestle. Whatever the case is, I think they should have had the blow off match at Hell in a Cell and had John Cena and Brock Lesnar for the third time. And in the other Hell in a Cell, they should have had Seth Rollins and Ambrose. That would have made much more sense than what they're doing now. I mean, it's not so bad. I guess it's much better than last year's CM Punk and Ryback or whatever it was.
Well, that's where Ryback should have taken the belt from Punk right then, and maybe he wouldn't be.
No, that was 2 years ago.
Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Last year's. Jesus, what was last year's Hell in a Cell?
Oh, I'm sorry. Last year's was fucking Bryan and Orton.
Orton. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And then that Michaels kicked him, super kicked him, and all that stuff.
Right.
And
Yeah, yes.
remember they had that one segment where Triple H and Shawn Michaels and CM Punk and Daniel Bryan all did their finishers at the end of to each other. And,
Yeah.
man, they should have followed up on that, man. That would have been awesome.
There's so much stuff they should have followed
That
up
would have
on.
been good stuff right there. But of course they're not. So how that
All right.
goes.
Everyone in the chat is making sure I hit record. Yes, I hit record.
You sure?
Bunch of ingrates. Yes, I'm positive.
All right.
Let me check. Yeah. We're 18 minutes in. We're good to go. Don't worry about it.
All right.
All right. No problems. We're good.
We are good to go according to Box, man.
According to me, that could be dangerous. But
According to Box, man.
yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, we are recording. And I'm hoping you guys would tell me if there was reverb, because the show we did Saturday sounded like I was sitting in an echo chamber and Shaheen was not. So, but that mic is now gone, so we're good to go. Yeah, Hell in a Cell. There's really not much even for a match card right now.
I think we're gonna get Ziggler and Cesaro, right?
Yeah, I mean, like it says here, several are kind of going in, but I mean, this is in 2 fucking weeks, dude. We got like one match, 2.
Yeah. Probably Usos and the Dust Brothers, Miz and Sheamus. We got a couple matches.
Yeah, I mean, here's some rumors: AJ Lee versus Paige, Rusev versus Big Show. I'm sure that'll happen. I think they said that would last night, didn't they?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. And I mean, that's it. I mean, dude, we're 2 weeks away from this fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, don't forget, next week is Bound for Glory.
I completely forgot about it.
I'm sorry, this week, this Sunday. Is it this Sunday?
I have no idea. Who gives a shit, man?
Holy shit! When is it?
Again, who gives a shit, man? It's not,
Now I want to know. I don't want to be
not
wrong.
a card, man. That card is terrible.
Bound for
Aside from Muda,
glory.
aside from the great Muda and Tajiri teaming up, I don't give a shit about that card at all.
Yeah, yes, it is this Sunday, October 12th. Don't ask me what time it's going to be playing in the U.S. I got no clue. So
Yeah, that's weird.
check your local free streaming sites, you degenerates.
No, go ahead and buy it, you assholes.
No, it's TNA. Go ahead and check your local. check
Buy
your
it. If you're gonna watch it, buy it.
Yeah, I don't know when this is airing in the U.S. though. I'm sure if I looked, I could find out, but I'm not gonna bother. Sorry.
That's one thing I'm proud to say, man. I never bootleg. Fuck that.
I'll stay out of that one.
Yeah, I'm against bootlegging, man.
Usually, what I'll do, like if WWE puts out a DVD, like the Paul Heyman one, I may get it. I'll check it out, and if it's good, I'll buy it.
Well, that's a
I,
bit different. But people that just want free shit all the time and just
yeah, I usually buy. I don't. I usually download the first disc just to get the the documentary. And if I like the documentary, I'm gonna like the rest. So I go get it after that. But
man, I don't even know how to download shit, so I just
it's not hard.
yeah.
You just need a couple of things, and you can get rolling. But
I've
I
had,
don't know. But all right. So I don't know. I get you want to jump into the first match, I guess, the Usos and Ziggler.
let's make it happen, man. Probably one of the better matches of the night.
Probably Usos and Ziggler versus the Dust Brothers and Cesaro.
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 Even his European horn when he comes to the ring. God, they gotta change that shit.
Oh, dude, he has the worst, theme music possible.
Dude, I
He-
honestly, I can mix up his, Rollins, and Ambrose's music sometimes because they're so generic, all three of them.
I like Ambrose's song better than all the ones.
I don't. It's probably the better of the three, but god damn, poor Cesaro. He should be able to do much fucking better. But I don't know. I'm hoping to give this guy a hoping they give this guy a big jump come soon. You were right. This definitely was one of the better matches on the show. There weren't that many matches on the show. A lot of talking, a lot of segments.
Dude, we got 30 minutes of wrestling. That's all we got. In 3 hours, we got 30 minutes of wrestling.
You know,
How do you like that?
you can make fun of TNA for a lot of things, but they do give you wrestling. Their knockouts matches are damn good. They've got some good stuff going for them. Their talent's not bad there. You're not gonna get a alligator versus a bull on TNA.
Thank God.
I mean, you can sit there and make fun of it, but there's really a lot good to think about when you think about it. So I don't know. I just WWE does some of the same stuff TNA does, and no one calls them out on it. But that's the way it goes.
That is true.
TNA used to do. Like we've said a few times, their direction now is getting better. So
Oh, yeah. TNA is much better, except for this pay-per-view they got coming up. That's kind of confusing to me. But other than that, they've been great. I mean, I can't really complain about TNA. I honestly haven't watched TNA for about a month, so I can't really comment so much on the recent weeks. But overall, I mean, it's definitely changed for the better, I guess.
yeah, I think so. So yeah, this was definitely one of the better matches, though. Like I said, for what little matches there were, the Usos and Ziggler took it.
Yeah.
I was a little shocked to see Ziggler out there with the Usos. I mean,
Why is that?
I don't know. I guess they just had to get the IC champ on the show.
I mean, if you haven't noticed, man, the last 2 months, all they're pretty much doing is just teaming up the Usos with, the IC champion or the US champion, and just having them, in six-man tag teams.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. But yeah, this was that was that match. A couple of good spots in this match I liked, but definitely one of the better matches. Dust Brothers are just another highlight of the show for me.
Oh yeah.
Cody just went full weird.
Yes, he did.
I mean, he's not even playing.
No.
He's gone full fucking weirdo. So, way to go, Cody. Good
So,
job. Then we get a segment, and I know Shaheen's going to have something to say about this. Adam Rose and the Rosebuds with Kathy Lee Gifford and Hoda.
uh,
Come on, Shaheen. You're speechless. Holy shit.
it's because it's so fucking bad. I mean, what do you want me to say about it? It's so bad.
You know what? It
The
was
crowd hated it, man. They were booing the hell out of fucking Kathy Lee and everybody, and she even made mention of it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
first of all, you have a lady on your show who really disrespected wrestlers at one time on her show. It was an embarrassing segment. I literally hope nobody would walk in the room behind me and see me watching it because I would have been embarrassed, dude. But and
Say, enlighten me, please, because
do what?
I said enlighten me, because I'm not familiar with this story.
It was just a horrible segment, and they're promoting drinking on a PG show. Why? It just makes no sense. I mean, literally, one of my notes here says, ready to eat my gun. I wasn't lying, dude. I mean,
Man, pass it down. Let me take a shot.
I mean
Adam Rose is the worst thing on Raw. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Worse than Bella's. Worse than everything. This guy fucking sucks. Not entertaining, man. I'm not entertained by, midgets dressed as bulls and bunnies and all this. It's not entertaining, dude. It's not wrestling. It's not. It's none of this. It's none of this. It's like a fucking bad version of Real Sex on HBO. A bunch of old people dressed in costumes and midgets dressed in costumes, fucking rolling around on the floor doing weird shit. That's basically what we're getting on Monday nights.
yeah, and I don't. I just don't see where the character can go from here. To me, it has no. To me, the character is dead the second he walks out.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
the second that music is over, that character is dead. Just like Del Rio was for a while. I mean, his music and his entrance was over, but as soon as he walked away from Ricardo,
at least he was good in the ring. I mean, Adam Rose doesn't have shit, dude. This guy doesn't have anything.
no.
Anything. No charisma. I mean, I guess you could say whatever. I don't call that charisma. It's not entertaining to me. I'm not into it, man. Not for me.
No, I wasn't into this whole segment last night, but right after it, luckily, we'll go ahead and move on from it. It was just too bad of a segment to spend too much time on. Right after, though, we got a really good, another Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt vignette.
Yeah.
Another one. This one was probably just as good as the last one, in my opinion.
I agree.
But they are definitely looking to push Luke Harper, and by what it looks like, there was also a Eric Rowan one later in the night too.
Yeah. So from what I hear, I guess they're breaking up the team. That's what they're doing, which I think is a mistake because they can still do a lot more with him, man. Because they really didn't do much with him at all. I mean, since they debuted, they haven't really done anything. I mean, I thought, with this gimmick, man, they can do kidnappings and a bunch of creepy stuff and builds, like stuff like that. I mean, these guys come out and he just says like the world is dead and he's the lead. It's old now, man. I've heard it for a year. They can do so much more with them. They just choose not to.
They just choose not to. Exactly.
Yeah. Probably because it's not Vince's creation or whatever, because it's Triple H's guy.
But yeah, I don't know what they're doing. It's kind of weird they got Bray still in the vignettes, but it looks like he's setting them free to do their own thing. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know if they're going to be a tag team or if they're going to just be on their own.
I think they're going to be on their own.
I guess we'll see what happens. We'll let it play out on television.
Should be interesting though. I guess they need more guys. They need more. Honestly, they need more faces, not more heels. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a fan of the Wyatts, so yeah, let's let it play out and just hopefully they don't ruin them any further than they have.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and, like I said, see how it plays out on TV.
Yeah,
And after that, we go to your favorite guy, Bo Dallas
my man,
versus Mark Henry.
my man.
There
That's
you go.
awesome.
Go ahead.
IRS should be happy, man. He should be proud of his boys. You got two guys on Raw that are probably two of my favorites on Raw,
Okay.
and I'm serious, man. I mean,
I really,
I do like Bo Dallas.
I really think I can't stand this gimmick. I think it's horrible. Just can't take
Funny,
it.
man. It's great. You got it's so stupid, man. It's so stupid that it's good.
It's just stupid. It's just
Yeah.
bad.
It's
Anyway.
so bad it's good, and it's like one of those horror movies that you see from like the '80s that are just really terribly made, and yeah, it's good. It's good.
All right, if you say so, man. Like
Call
old, I guess. But Bo Dallas wins via countout on Mark Henry because he ran into the ring before Henry's fat ass got in there.
Beat his ass again.
That's it, man. He's definitely doing good against Mark Henry.
Yeah, how can you not like the guy, man? He's defeated the world's strongest man 2 weeks in a row, man.
Yeah. Yeah, how
Next
can you
world
not?
heavyweight champion right here. You're looking at him.
All right, if you say so.
I'm telling you, man.
Dude, I can't see him as a champion. I'm
Nah.
sorry.
Yeah, I can't either. Maybe IC, but that's about it.
Maybe. US, maybe.
Yeah. Other than that, I really don't see him doing much. But
No. But after this matches, this is when Ambrose came out for the promo and called out Cena and said he's going to get a hot dog. Coney Island. Take the Q train.
yeah, and he threw the microphone right at Cena and dropped it. It was. I like little stuff that he does, man. He's just good. He's good. His delivery is awesome. I don't know, probably the best thing on Raw that we have right now. Sorry, Daniel Bryan, but when you come back, man, I think this guy might be just as over as he was.
I think so. Daniel Bryan's going to have a little bit of work to get back in the game, but I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. Him and Ambrose, meanwhile, would be a damn good feud.
Yes, it would.
So hopefully we'll see that down the line. But
And Ambrose and Bray Wyatt, that could be a good one.
there's a ton of feuds I think you could put Ambrose in that would be good. Yeah,
Exactly.
Wyatt.
You see what we're doing here, man? We're actually excited for somebody because the guy can work with anybody. With John Cena, can you say the same thing? Can you say you're excited for a feud with him? No, can't do it.
Can't do it. Not
Yeah.
gonna do it. Can't do it.
Cannot do it.
Can't do it. Not gonna do it.
Fuck it.
There you go. And then after this awesome promo, we get Brie versus Summer Rae. And Brie has one arm tied behind her back.
Yeah. Have you watched Total Divas yet? 'Cause
Not this week's, no.
I haven't either.
I haven't had time.
Yeah. Even if I did have time, I probably.
Yeah, I barely made it through Raw last night, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Barely.
I was.
Yeah, so Brie actually won that match against Summer Rae. I got nothing to say about this.
We shouldn't even mention matches like this, man. Who gives a
Well, it was on the show, so we're trying to keep a little bit. Sandow in the back with Kane
Yeah.
and Miz. And Sandow is just
This-
mimicking everything.
This might be the best part of the night right here, man.
This,
Sorry, go ahead. This is great.
no, you're right. Go ahead. No, keep going. Go ahead.
This is fucking awesome, man. This guy was literally everything that the Miz did, he copied him, and he was so good at it. He almost did it on the spot, man. It was great. And yeah, basically they brought like a fruit basket and all these gifts for Kane and the Authority, and basically turned them down and put Damian Sandow in a match with Sheamus again. So
Yeah.
Sandow was awesome, man. I love this guy.
He's grown on me week after week better. I mean, I liked him, but he's growing on me. He's definitely, I don't know if you saw. I mean, I'm sure you watched the match last night with the Miz.
Yeah.
They weren't chanting for the Miz.
No.
They were
Every
chanting for Sandow. Everything was for Sandow.
yeah. Everybody.
So
Nobody gives a shit about the Miz.
no, this could not be a very good thing for Miz. So
Yeah, but they can put him in straight to DVD movies and Christmas movies, and he's always good on the Good Morning America and shit like that. That's pretty much what they're using for. It's not so much about him being over.
no, you're right. You're right. But yeah, he's definitely Miz Sandow is just one of the best things. Another one of the best things on the show. So
I mean, honestly, we have a bunch of good stuff. It's just I don't know. They really don't emphasize on what we like. They just
well, the problem is in a 3 hour show you get shit, 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 good, shit, 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 good, shit, good.
yeah
Show's over.
yeah.
You know, I mean that's kind of their formula, but which on a 3 hour show is not the way it should be, man. I'm getting sick of this 3 hours, man. I'll be honest with you.
Man, I've been sick of 3 hours since it started. I don't know about you. 3 hours is too much. Even when Nitro was doing 3 hours, that too much, dude. Too much
Yeah.
wrestling for me.
Yeah, but they want the TV rights, and they want this, and they want that, and the extra hour could make them more money. So
Yeah,
this is
believe
what we get.
it's coming from two guys that are taking their time to do a wrestling podcast. So we're wrestling fans, and it's even too much for us. So
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's long, it's drawn out, and I mean, even if they showed like, they don't even have to show NXT, but if they had some of those NXT guys come out for the first hour and even do 2-3 matches,
yeah, anything, dude, anything different.
anything to break up the monotony of a 3 hour friggin' Raw. I mean, I remember back when the pay-per-views, way back when the pay-per-views were out, you'd watch Heat
Yep.
for an hour, and then you'd watch a 3 hour pay-per-view, and you'd still be waiting for more.
That's because it was interesting back then. Now it's
Yeah, I know, but I mean, 3 hours wasn't even bad back then. But different time, different people, boring shit. I mean, matches like Swagger versus Tyson Kidd.
yeah. Let's not forget about that, man. Tyson Kidd actually got a match on Raw. Holy shit.
Yeah, he actually got a match, which I don't. I kind of like Tyson Kidd. I don't mind him, but
Tyson Kidd, yeah,
he was moving pretty slow last night. I noticed.
he owes his career to his wife now.
Yeah, and they're having marital problems.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Turn into a carpet muncher, man. You better treat her right because he owes her his career.
Yeah, fucking Rosa might take that bitch.
Cat baths all night, man. Better.
Yeah, Swagger won this match, and then we had Roman Reigns via satellite.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Which
Bleed it.
I honestly didn't hear much of this because I was talking to my son, but I don't know what really did he say besides "believe that."
Yeah, I just got bleed at.
Okay,
He said bleed at, but typical stuff.
all right, yeah, okay. So had surgery, gonna be back soon, coming back to kick ass, believe that.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, in a nutshell, that was what Reigns said, and I didn't even watch.
Thank you for the fans for supporting me and your tweets. I'm just guessing. I'm sure that's what he said though.
Okay, we're
We
good.
I didn't watch Raw, folks. I just don't care about some of the segments, so I just kind of tune out.
It's all right, man. Don't worry about it. Then,
I'll tell you guys this now: Bella Twin segments and Diva segments and all this type of shit. Just know in advance, I have no idea what happened because those are the moments I completely tune out.
sandwich, take a piss.
Yeah, anything, literally.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Okay.
See, even Kevin in here said, well, I mean, you're trying to essentially do a pay-per-view's worth of material every week. And he's right. That's basically what they're doing.
Too much TV, and then fucking We got SmackDown that's 2 hours. We got main event. We got NXT. We got Superstars. We got TNA. It's just too much wrestling, dude.
Well, and I haven't even watched SmackDown in months.
I don't either, man. I can't deal with it, dude. I've had my limits with wrestling.
I just had to stop. It was just getting ridiculous, and it's not that good of a show. Meanwhile, they've had some good matches on lately since I stopped watching, of course.
Yeah, yeah. From what I hear, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
What though? The network, man. I don't get tired of that thing. But today's wrestling, dude, I have my limits. I can't watch it.
Yeah, you gotta back off some things. So anyway, after that Reigns segment, we got Los Matadores versus Slater Gator. Now, I thought those two were gonna have a match, and then the bell rings. And
Yeah.
I mean, we touched on this for a second. The bell rings,
Yeah.
and it's the Gator versus the Bull.
Thank you, New York City, for shitting on this.
You know what made the match even worse? JBL is putting it over like, you know what? Everyone sat there and made fun of Tony Schiavone for sitting there and talking how great this was and how great that was and how this is a history-changing moment. And then, boom, JBL is sitting there how this, I mean, I don't care if he's being sarcastic. He's saying it. No one knows he's being sarcastic. He's putting this thing over like it's fucking Andre versus Hogan.
That's JBL for you, man. He's
Fuck.
the same guy that says, he does all that type of corny shit. He loves it, man.
I mean, when they panned over, even Cole had his head down. Cole knew it was embarrassing.
No, he was putting it over though. He was putting it over like hell, man.
Well, and then when they panned to him, though, his head was down, and JBL's putting it over, and Cole just said, anyway, and started plugging the network.
Yeah, I mean,
But it was just, God,
they should
damn.
do better, man. They should. I mean, they can get away with this shit maybe like in fucking Mississippi or something, man. But come on, dude, you're in New York City, man. You got these smart ass crowds. You know this is gonna get shat on, man. No one's gonna sit there and clap this. I mean,
They should know. They should know. I mean, the crowd was chanting, "This is stupid." I mean, and you said it. Don't do that shit in New York.
yeah.
Don't do it in Philly.
I mean, dude, come on. I mean, Vince McMahon, he should know New York City. I mean, come on. You're not new to this. I mean, this is essentially your company's home.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was just absolutely. I couldn't even believe it. It was another segment. I was hoping nobody was going to walk in behind me and see me watching it.
Yeah, that's embarrassing, man. Honestly, that's something like that you would get embarrassed for watching.
I mean, if my kids were watching it, all right, but
yeah, you have an excuse, I guess.
how many kids are how many kids are up at that hour during? My kid's not up at that hour, so.
Yeah, that's another thing, man. I don't understand, these segments that they do at like 10:15. That's corny and like, dude, there's no kids that are up right now. You're irritating a bunch of adults. You're forcing us to watch this bullshit, and I mean, you're not forcing us. I mean, we obviously choose to, but you get what I mean. I don't know, man. I don't get it.
I guess I choose to.
No, we choose to, unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess I do. But yeah, and then after that, since I guess we've beat that down to the ground already, Big Show has been sent to sensitivity training.
Let's talk about this for a minute. First of all,
Again, I was reaching for my gun. Go ahead.
yeah. And if you have some extra shells, pass it down here so I can put one through my fucking brain.
I got 15 in the clip. Let's do it.
I have 15 shots to kill myself in. Let's go ahead and talk about this, man. We talked about it on Saturday, but for you guys that missed it on the live show, dude, Big Show apologizing. At first, we completely just shat on this and said this is so terrible that WWE is doing this because, of course, they want to say that they're entertainment and not reality. These are storylines. So technically, it's basically essentially just movies. They're building films. They're making films every week, right? That's what Vince McMahon wants to do. He's making movies. These aren't wrestling. All right. So you're making movies. So why do you have to apologize for tearing down the Russian flag? My opinion on this, dude, I think it's really just I didn't get offended by it, but it is ignorant because believe it or not, they have a lot of Russian fans. So it's not good to make your fans feel like outcasts, not I never got that. And then what makes it worse is that this whole thing is just a fucking setup. They nobody asked them to apologize. They're doing this to further the storyline. If they actually had to apologize because people got offended and they were getting heat for it, believe me, they would have just apologized and they would have dropped this. They made mention of it 1,000 times last night. This is a part of the story. I'm not a fan of this, man. I don't get it.
Nah, it's definitely a BS apology. It's not even for PC reasons. It's part of the fucking storyline, which does make it a little worse. They're not. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know.
I'd say that Big Show is probably he's probably the most pussified person on television now.
He's really had his balls cut off, man. I mean, they switch him once a month from babyface to heel with no warning, no anything. It's just, hey, by the way, go out there smiling this week, or go out there looking like badass this week. No one knows what he is, when he is, who he is.
Wear a diaper.
Yeah, I mean, and literally 2 weeks before he wore that diaper, he was this big, nasty heel coming out and beating people up, and then 2 weeks later, he's dancing around in a diaper. I mean, yay for Jimmy Jam, but I don't like that shit.
Yeah, I pass on the diaper talk, man.
We're not going to get into the diaper talk. We're just saying that's what happens when you get Big Show running around in a fucking diaper. Who can take and it's disgusting because a guy that big should be taken way seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a giant. So, you can say what you want about WCW, but they booked him pretty much, I'd say, 90% right.
Yeah, and that's another thing with Big Show, man. He always shits on WCW, but it's like, dude, you probably had some of the best times of your career in WCW. I mean, they actually built you like a giant. They called you the Giant. You came in as Paul White, and they changed you to the Big Show.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, WCW used him as a big, badass giant, what he should be, not a dancing fucking monkey for your company. That's a big fucking monkey too.
Yeah, and people are gonna say, he was part of the fucking Dungeons of Doom. Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about 97, 98, 99, when he was going against Kevin Nash and NWO and all that stuff. I'm not talking about the Dungeon of Doom days.
Dude, I'd watch the Dungeon of Doom right now if it was on television.
Oh no, I'm not shitting on the Dungeon of Doom.
Hell yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, as far as him being taken serious,
Yeah. Yeah. But, and I mean,
I love him, man.
Yeah, you're 100% right. So.
Pleasure of mine. Dungeon of Doom.
Yeah. So, and then Rusev comes down.
Rusev Basquiat.
Yep, Lana talks a little shit. God, those puppies are waiting to burst out of that top. And
oh yeah.
I had a slight mark out moment when I heard the music. The fucking Rock comes out.
I had a huge mark out moment. This is actually exciting, man. This is something that we didn't read on the dirt sheets. This is what wrestling used to be about. Surprises, man. This is good stuff. This is what we need. Don't announce it. Don't announce that Batista's coming back. Don't announce this shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, he blew the Rock comes out and blows the goddamn roof off the building. You can hear, I mean, trust me, you could hear every person in the crowd screaming.
Oh, yeah. And I'll tell you what, man, The Rock, his promo was awesome last night. I mean, talk about entertaining, man. That guy has it. And watching this, honestly, it made me so happy and sad at the same time because it's like, you know what? This is good TV. This is what we should be getting. But instead, we get, you know, dwarfs in fucking Halloween costumes rolling around and JBL putting it over and Adam Rose coming out, playing with this butthole and all this stuff. Like, I'm not interested in that, dude. It's not for me. Rock, he was, dude. If anybody missed it, watch Raw just for that. His promos were awesome. He was talking about something about, what did he say to Lana about stuffing beef? Something about.
Oh no, it was the how she likes hanging out in the meatpacking district.
There you go. Yeah, just stuff like that, man.
He did that. They even let a holy shit chant go.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't believe. I was waiting for it to be cut off, but they did it. He had a cool Mike Tyson jacket on. I don't know if you noticed that, but I did. It was pretty cool, little Brooklyn jacket. I mean, he was out there for almost 3 minutes, and the crowd was already chanting, "This is awesome." He hadn't said a word.
Yeah.
Not one word.
And it was.
And it was just him being there. You could give his words to someone else, and it would suck. He's just amazing when he gets out there in front of that crowd. But he definitely got some things trending. Moscow Moose Knuckle, Soviet Streetwalker. The Rock just busted out a bunch of good stuff here, man. And your breath smells like Chewbacca's beanbag.
There you go. Yo, he was hilarious last night, man.
Yeah, I mean, just amazing stuff. You just can't get any better, man.
You cannot. Absolutely.
You can't.
Can't. This was This was Rock at his finest, man. And he hasn't missed a beat, dude. He hasn't missed a beat.
No, he might even be better. I mean, because he can. I don't know, but he's just. I think he is better because we're used to not great promos like that, and then he comes out and it's like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, but honestly, man, stuff like this when you see it, it makes you even more disappointed in the product today because it's like, man, this is what we're missing. Look at what we get.
Yeah, we get, like you said, midgets and stuffed animal outfits.
Basically, we get fucking real life Beanie Babies crawling around in the ring.
Yeah, and then we get Paige and Alicia Fox versus AJ and Emma.
Yeah.
I mean, right after the Rock segment, they went from high to low. So Paige and Alicia won that. I know we don't want to get into that match, but this was right where the next Eric Rowan vignette was.
I like it.
We said we liked that. We don't have to get into it. Then this was the Miz versus Sheamus match where the crowd was just all over Sandow and didn't even give one flying shite about the Miz.
Well, let's talk about Rowan for a second.
Go for it.
I don't know how this guy is gonna make it because I think obviously he's the weak link in the trio, but I don't know, man. I like the guy. I don't know what they're gonna do with him because all he has is pretty much his size, and he was kind of like, I don't want to say he was the Reigns of the trio because obviously Reigns is over, but Reigns was the weak link in the Shield. It's just the looks that he has, of course, but
yeah.
But with Rowan, he doesn't have the looks to be pushed hard. He has size. That's all he has, and he's not the best in the ring, although he is, getting better every time I've seen him. So I don't know, man. I hope that they actually do something with the guy and we don't end up seeing him on, Superstars every week against Kofi.
Which could happen. And yeah, I hope it doesn't either. But yeah, I think you got a point there. He might have been the weaker of the three in that group, but he was getting better when him and Harper were out there having tag matches. He definitely seemed to hold his own.
Oh yeah.
I mean, again, no, it wasn't great, but he was holding his own.
Yeah, definitely, man. I think the guy's pretty good. I mean, for being semi-new, and yeah, he's getting better.
Yeah, we'll just have to see how it plays out and what they're actually going to do with them, and I don't know. We can't make too many guesses from there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then like I said, we had that Miz match. So
Sandow's good, man. This guy,
Man,
I'm
I
glad
mean,
he's getting over. I'm really happy for him, man. I
yeah, me too. But I mean, the crowd just they couldn't give two fucks about Miz. They just didn't give a crap about the guy. Poor guy.
and again, I keep saying I don't get it because they know the New York crowd, man. They know, usually East Coast is usually like this. The whole, the Boston crowds and Baltimore and Philly and New York. They're gonna get that. New Jersey, they're gonna get that type of crowd. So if you're gonna get that type of crowd, you probably shouldn't have midgets out there wrestling. You shouldn't have fucking Kathy Lee coming out. You knew she was gonna get booed. They knew it, man. There's no way that crowd is gonna put her over.
I don't even think they knew. I think they figured the crowd would cheer her just because of who she was. I mean, she broke a stupid bottle over the other girl's
Ah,
butt, and I don't even know which is which, to be honest with you. So I could be totally wrong, but
did you notice when they were doing the whole Adam Rose fucking stage dive gimmick thing? Kathy Lee, she didn't really want to do it. She was kind of late on it. And afterwards, you could tell she kept telling the guy to move his hand. I guess, he was too close to her legs or thighs or whatever it was. And then later on, I guess she asked to be put down. But you could tell she was not comfortable with this. At least it's not as comfortable as the other lady. She
yeah,
was,
she just fell.
yeah, she didn't give a shit, man.
They didn't care.
Yeah.
She did not care. There's going to be a. We can get into this after Raw. We're almost done with Raw anyway. So, Joan London comes out next.
The fuck is this?
She was a television host. I don't remember what show because I didn't watch it, but fighting cancer and came out and spoke real quick. And I honestly don't have any notes, but after that, Edge and Kristen showed up on the TV.
Yes.
That made me smile.
Yes.
That made me smile. These two together are like fucking Abbott and Costello. They're great together. They bounce off each other well. I wish they could get another run. And I think they were heading that way before Edge had his surgery or had to be retired. Sorry.
Yeah. And once again, even their little 1 minute, promo for the network, dude, they are so funny and stuff, man. I mean, that's the kind of charisma you need for a comedy gimmick, not somebody like, I don't want to shit on Heath Slater or whatever, man, but those guys, I mean, it's just not the same, man. Putting Edge and Christian and bringing back The Rock all on the same show, it just really makes you see the difference between back then and today. So
yeah. Big difference. I mean, it's night and day, really.
And we can't really blame the whole, oh, it's PG now and they can't do this. Because, Edge and Christian, they didn't say anything that was, derogatory or edgy or anything. And, Rock said some things, but they could still get away with that, in the PG era. So that's not really an excuse anymore. It's just, they don't want to do anything, man. They're just boring. They just want to do the basics and they can get away with it because regardless, people are going to watch, so.
Yeah. And again, like you said, people are just going to watch regardless. It's habit.
Yep.
I think I watch out of habit. I still do right now. So then we get the main event. All right, I'll go ahead and hit it if I have it. I don't have it. Anyway.
The main event.
It's time for your main event. Rollins and Orton and Kane versus Cena. This was supposed to be Cena and Ambrose, but Ambrose wanted a hot dog.
Yeah.
Few things confused me in this match. Right before they called the match a DQ, Kane's on the ground. He comes in, doesn't use a weapon. He's in the match, hits Cena with a boot, and they call a disqualification.
Yeah. Makes
Why?
no sense. Because they can get away with it. Lazy booking, they don't give a shit.
I mean, maybe Kane was supposed to use that briefcase, is what I'm thinking. But
Right.
it made no sense. Any wrestling fan was probably sitting there going, what the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
but kids don't care. And yeah, I couldn't. I mean, he just gave the boot to the face, and it was a count out. So, but then that was that, and then Dean Ambrose comes down, rolling a hot dog cart.
He is the man.
This was great. I mean, let's face it. We used to get beer trucks. Now we get hot dogs and condiments, but whatever. At least it was something funny. It was good. And like I said, Ambrose's comedy doesn't come off as corny bullshit.
Exactly, man. He's definitely not cookie cutter. He's not the typical guy that we get on Raw and SmackDown. That's why he's over, man, because he gives you that little bit of taste of the Attitude Era. I know I keep going back to the Attitude Era, but that's pretty much. I don't know if it's the best era, but as far as entertainment wise, that was the best era. But I don't know, man. He's a throwback guy. He reminds me of the good old days, and that's pretty much why I like the guy.
Yeah, I just hope they keep up his momentum and keep him going.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that Ambrose was throwing ketchup, and he pulled.
Yeah, let's talk about that, man.
He pulled. Orton and Kane come walking up to him. Ambrose pulls back his shirt like he's got two guns. Nope, he's got ketchup on the right and mustard on the left.
Yep.
And he proceeds to squirt the shit out of Kane and Randy Orton. And that was awesome.
And
that was awesome.
A lot of people online were complaining about, oh, everybody's on the Ambrose bandwagon. If anybody else were to do that, come out with fucking ketchup and mustard and the whole hot dog stand and all that stuff, they would have got booed and they would have got heat for being corny. And if John Cena did it, of course, if John Cena did it, it would have been corny. It's the way that he did it. It's not like just anybody coming out with ketchup and mustard would have been funny. It's the way the guy does it. Even if you give him shit, he's gonna make something happen. So
delivery.
Yeah.
It's all about delivery. You can have four comedians say the exact same jokes. You're gonna laugh harder at one of those comedians because of the way he puts it out. Trust me. It doesn't matter. I mean, you can sit there and if this one did it, yeah, maybe, but no. Ambrose delivers it good. It comes again. I'll say it for the 10th time. His comedy does not come off stupid, corny, or even. I mean, it comes off a little slapstick, but not like, Mizdow comes off more slapstick than Ambrose. Ambrose just comes off like this is cool and funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's all delivery. I mean, if Cena walked out there, he probably would have made some stupid jokes. I'm sure you would have heard a condom int line from him.
Dude, he's just odd.
Yeah,
it's different guys. It's I don't know. I like Ambrose, man. That's where I'm gonna leave it at.
There you go. So after he covered Rollins with ketchup, mustard, relish, sauerkraut. That sauerkraut looked pretty gross. And
sauerkraut is gross, period.
I like sauerkraut. And then Triple H comes down and announces the Cena-Ambrose match. And whoever wins that match gets Rollins in Hell in a Cell. And Ambrose turns around and spikes the hell out of Cena. This was I like that too.
Yes, sir. I loved it as well.
Yeah, he turned around, he spiked the hell out of Cena.
That's what I'm. It's different. His situation is different than Bryan. Daniel Bryan never did stuff like that. Ambrose, he has that little bit of edge. He'll go out there and kick his ass. So I like it, man. I'm excited about Ambrose. I just hope that when Reigns comes back, they don't just completely forget about the guy.
Yeah, I hope not too. It looks like they kind of put him in this position because Reigns was gone, and hopefully they're not going to just be like, oh, well, Reigns is back. Time for you to, back to the mid-card you go.
Yeah.
That would suck. That would suck for the fans more than anything, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was also thinking about this because, of course, Reigns and Rollins and Ambrose, of course, they're friends now since, they were traveling together and all that stuff. But how awkward do you think it is now for like Ambrose and Reigns especially? You know, just basically fighting for the number one face spot.
Oh, I don't know, but I mean, Austin and Rock did it and for years. So
And they weren't like you know buddy. Like they didn't actually
yeah,
travel together. These guys, they were probably same hotels and everything for years straight.
well, it's a different time. They're probably rooting for each other, and you know,
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know if it's as competitive as it was. I don't know. I'm not backstage. I have no clue, but I can't see it being as competitive as it was for your spot. I think if the office likes you, you're going to get your spot. That's how it seems anyway from what I read.
I guess
I don't know, but that was Raw.
that was Raw.
That
Probably
was
the
it.
pretty bad though. Pretty fucking bad.
Wasn't a great show. The Rock was awesome. Anything Ambrose did was awesome. So that was great.
Crowd probably added a lot to it. Other than that, it was pretty bad.
Yeah. Mizdow was great, and the first match was good, but otherwise, nah.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I didn't think it was that great of a show. Anyway,
bad.
that is Raw.
That's one.
So, and we're not even going to talk TNA because we've talked about it twice already, and we're not going to get back into it again. We'll do TNA either next week or Saturday. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, looks like there is going to be a Back on Bad Street documentary about the album. Hold on. I'm pulling it up right now. There's actually a link on the Facebook page, facebook.com/groups/THD podcast. And Renee, I'm not even going to butcher his last name, posted this, and I'm pulling it up right now. The Back on Bad Street, the documentary.
I don't know. I'd rather just do a documentary on the Freebirds.
Yeah, this is. Oh, some really creepy pictures of Michael Hayes on here.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god. No, wrestlers they used to do the gayest shit in the 80s, man. There's some pictures.
Oh,
Like,
my God.
Fantastics and fucking all these guys just doing the gayest poses and
Well, this mainly will be about the Freebirds because, that's who did that song, so.
yeah, but it's probably not going to be about their wrestling career much. It's going to be more about the album, right?
I don't know. I'm thinking about. You couldn't hear it if I pulled it up, but I don't know. But it's on the Facebook page if anybody wants to see it, and yeah, I'll probably take a look at it.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Careful on that page. You're going to see some pictures of Michael Hayes and his bare body.
Man.
Got one here where he's posing like a. Oh God, I don't even want to know. Got one here where he's naked with just a rebel flag on.
Wow.
His dyed blonde hair.
Bad Street, Atlanta, GA.
Yeah, so that should be pretty cool. I'll definitely check that shit out.
Good shit, man.
Yeah,
Probably the best wrestling themes ever. I love that song.
probably.
Love it.
Probably. So, and I've still been posting some of those rare matches on the site, on the Facebook page. Let's see, we got 2001 here, Metal, WWE Metal, Low-Key versus Crash Holly. 1986, the Dingo Warrior versus and Matt Bourne versus the Batten Twins. We got some good old matches on here. Taz versus Mike Awesome, ECW on TNN from 2000.
I remember that.
Yep. So there's
That
definitely
was,
some.
was nice of Vince. That was nice of Vince to let him come back and take the title back.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, I mean, he could have been a dick.
he could have been.
Then again, I guess they had a working relationship with ECW, so.
Yeah, I guess so. And yeah, if you do want to hear puppies, you can go to the Facebook page, and that is on there.
Puppies.
That is on there.
Puppies.
Puppies, yay! And let's see. Now, just so you do know, apparently United Airlines did lose Ziggler's IC title right before Raw. So they sent it to Canada, and they had to get it shipped over to him. That's pretty funny.
Man.
Yeah. So they had to go and get that back for him. Let's see here. I'm just looking through trying to find something, unless you got something.
Well, let me see over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got
Talk
this-
about some wrestling over here.
Yeah, we're looking for something. We can at least fill another 20 minutes and get out of here.
Yeah, wrestling. Oh, that's,
Teddy Long doing a U-shoot. Teddy Long.
yeah. There's a new holy shit. I don't know if too many people care about this, but there's an old school DVD with Sabu. It's pretty cool. Steve Corino sits down with him for a shoot. I always like Steve Corino doing shoots. I think it's much more entertaining when it's a wrestler actually hosting the thing.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. House of Hardcore in California. California, yay.
Hey, that's gonna be a pretty stacked show. It looked like.
Yeah, Bad Influence against the Young Bucks. It's pretty good. Matt Hardy versus Carlito against Tommy Dreamer with Terry Funk. Mil Mascaras, the No Seller against Aaron Aguilera.
No seller.
He's such a dick, man. I watched a lot of his matches. He's a dick. He's just a. I'm not gonna get into it. Okay, I'm not even gonna touch that subject. Mike Bennett against Lance Storm. That's probably a good match.
Probably.
Adam Pearce and Bob Holly. Probably another good match. Matt Stryker and Gangrel against X-Pac and Rikishi. It's a random ass match. And that's about it. Sounds pretty decent.
Should be a pretty decent show.
Kurt Hawkins' shoot is out. The Eric Bischoff shoot is out.
Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah.
Oh, probably video games and.
Yep.
and
Comic books.
Comic books and bottles of water.
Yep. Gatorade.
Always interesting, man.
Bunch of sushi talk and which one is his favorite, flavor of Gatorade, and that's always interesting, right? I paid $25 to listen to about, some guy talk about how he's a vegan and how he eats this and that. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Worth the money.
Definitely. Yeah, always want to hear about that. I'd rather hear Nash talk any day.
Yeah, who wants to hear stories about ring rats and sniffing cocaine off of their ass cracks and all that stuff, right? Rather hear about fucking vegan talk and.
Yeah, that's boring. Tell me about Waffle House for the 9 millionth time, and
just talk about water again. Just talk about just water. What's your favorite water?
Waffle. Did you know they can steam your potatoes there?
Yeah, God damn it.
You can eat clean.
I actually heard that episode where he was talking about steaming his fucking hash browns or whatever. Man, come on.
There
dude.
you go.
How big of a dick he would feel just like sitting in there. Like, yeah, can you, by the way, steam my hash browns?
I want to try that. I wonder how it tastes.
Probably not that good.
Probably mushy, but
Yeah, probably just gonna be.
throw some salt and ketchup on them. That'd be fine.
I guess, yeah.
I guess. So.
Okay, potato type thing going.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me.
Dean Ambrose, there's a Best of John Moxley out.
Really?
Yeah.
You couldn't have picked a better time to put something like that out.
Yeah, of course, fucking RF Video is gonna capitalize on that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got had some matches against Drake Younger and Brain Damage. Not sure if you're familiar with them. Drake Younger, of course, he's the referee in NXT now, unfortunately.
I thought I heard the name before.
I'm happy for him to be in WWE. I don't know, man. He's another one of those guys. It's just so weird seeing him as a referee. I mean, this guy was like he was probably one of the better deathmatch wrestlers in the past decade. And unfortunately, that's how people view him. And I guess I just viewed him as that, so I'm being a hypocrite. But he wasn't just a deathmatch wrestler. He was actually a pretty good wrestler in general. But yeah, a bunch of matches with him and Brain Dan, and these are all like hardcore matches. So if you're interested in seeing Dean Ambrose bleed like a pig, there's a whole lot of it on here.
Yeah.
Ed Kingston and Hate Club, fucking Sammy Callahan. They were a tag team at first. Switchblade Conspiracy. Greg Excellence. Not a big fan of that guy. Nick Gage. Do you know who Nick Gage is?
I've heard the name.
He's a CZW guy.
Yeah.
He was in the Hate Club. Guess he got armed robbery. He robbed a bank a couple years ago.
Okay,
And,
that's where I heard of him.
yeah, he's actually coming back next year, so he'll be at the Tournament of Death next year.
Oh, out of jail?
Yeah, I'll be there again. Tournament of Death. I was there last year and this year actually, I should say. Yeah, this year.
Nice.
And that is a wild ass crowd, man. For 2014, that's about as wild as you're gonna get for a crowd.
Wow. And there is something that I did post today. It looks like Michael Elgin quit.
Really?
I know they were working things out. They got him back from, I think, Canada is where he was kind of stuck. And then he puts out a tweet that says, "At Ring of Honor, I said this on our call. Thank you for getting me back home, but an article doesn't fix lies and damage done. I quit."
Uh-oh.
So it looks like he's quit via Twitter, which probably isn't the best way to quit a job. I'm just guessing.
Not at all. No matter how mad you are, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I forgot I had posted that earlier. That was something that we hadn't spoke about yet. But I don't know. I know he was having some problems and he couldn't get out of Canada because of some issues. But
that's another wonderful topic that you hear on shooting interviews nowadays. Is Twitter wars.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's Twitter wars. I mean, that's the most amazing thing going on right now.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not Twitter warring, you're not even a wrestling fan.
Yeah. I guess I'm not a wrestling fan then. 'Cause,
I guess I'm not either.
Yeah, we're just doing a podcast on it for no reason.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, man. It's getting tough to be a fan right now.
Well, not with the network. You can just avoid the current product and you'll be fine.
Wish I had more time to watch it, but I just don't, man.
How about this, man? Let's just stop watching the current product and we can just review like shit off of the network.
We just review.
We can just completely avoid the current WWE product, man.
I still got to watch that pay-per-view we were going to review. I still haven't watched it. I haven't had time.
Yeah.
I might be able to get it done this weekend.
Which one was it? Was it Wrestle War? WrestleFest? Whatever it was.
It was, and I think it was 92. I have it written down, but not here.
Yeah, Wrestle War 92. That's what it was.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Let's see if there's anything else that was released.
Yeah, there's really not that much. It's been a slow week in the wrestling news.
There's a bunch of new Pro Wrestling Guerrilla DVDs. I know I keep talking about independent wrestling, so there's nothing else. Fuck it. Yeah, good stuff, man. Johnny Gargano against Ricochet and Roderick Strong. That should be a good one. Damn, that's a really good one too. Holy shit. Cedric Alexander and Biff Busick. Ciampa, I don't know who the hell that guy is, but Bobby Fish and Drew Gulak. Gulak was a CZW guy. Against Chris Hero, Willie Mack, which WWE just signed, Joey Ryan, Rich Swann, and Chuck Taylor. That's a good one.
That should be a good one.
What else do we have on here? Roderick Strong and AJ Styles.
That's probably good.
Yeah, TJ Perkins against Ricochet. That's a good one. Manic and Ricochet. Holy shit.
Nice.
That's a good one. Good one. Let's see what else. There's another one out too. Young Bucks against Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, a rematch from House of Hardcore on PWG. Adam Cole against Zack Sabre. I don't know what the fuck that is. Chris Hero against Matt Sydal. That's born.
Chris fucking Hero. Fuck. What a tub. Go ahead.
Tub of mayo.
Ooh. Tub of goo. Go for it. Sorry.
Johnny Gargano against Chuck Taylor. Are you familiar with Chuck Taylor, man?
Heard the name. I haven't seen much of his stuff at all, but I've definitely heard the name more than once.
Go ahead and do a YouTube search on Chuck Taylor. If WWE wants PG comedy, hire this guy. This guy is fucking awesome. He makes babies cry. That's his whole gimmick.
What?
He makes babies cry at live events, man. That's what he does.
That's awesome. How does he do that?
He just yells at them in their face.
Awesome.
The guy he's hilarious, man. And I don't know, he does so many stupid stuff, man. He screams like a girl when somebody smacks him too hard and runs away. He just does it. He's silly. He does stupid stuff. Old school, chicken shit heel type of stuff. And he's got a whole gimmick going on with what was that guy's name? Fuck, I forgot his name. He was in TNA for a while.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Yeah. I completely forgot his name. Yeah, but he's got a team going on. They're called the Best Friends. And yeah, their whole thing is they basically just like hold hands when they come to the ring, and they act somewhat gay, but they're not. They're just best friends. I don't know. They do a bunch of weird stuff. It's right up WWE's alley, man. I don't know why they're not signed yet.
I don't know. What else you got? I don't know, man.
I'm trying to find the guy's name. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, being in TNA for a while really doesn't narrow it down. Most people are in TNA for just a while.
Oh, Trent Beretta. Now I remember.
Oh, he was in WWE for a while too.
Yeah. Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor. That's the new Best Friends.
Oh, yeah. Trent Beretta was with the other guy. They were the Dude Busters.
Yeah. So same type of gimmick, kind of, but it's the new one.
He was only in TNA for like 2 shows.
Yeah, I remember him from TNA.
Yeah, they brought him in for a little tournament, and then he was gone.
They should have kept him for the X Division. He would have been good.
They probably should have. There's a lot of people they should keep for the damn X Division. I mean, but they just don't.
It was pretty good.
But I don't know. Right now is probably not the best time to be employed by TNA. So.
Oh yeah, of course. But guys like Ricochet and all that, man, they should bring him in.
Yeah, probably.
Rich Swann, all those guys. AR Fox.
Well, I mean, they're definitely bringing in some more indie talent right now. So, and for a while they didn't want it. All they wanted was ex-football players and underwear models and, guys that know nothing. I guess they figure, a guy that knows nothing is easier to train than a guy that knows something.
I guess. I don't know if that makes sense, but
I don't think it does. I mean, if you're willing to learn, you're willing to learn. There's nothing. That's it. So, I don't know. I don't understand what they're thinking is either. But I know they were going with a lot of old football or ex-football players, and but look who's over. It's the indie guys. It's all the indie guys that are over. Ambrose, Cesaro, Daniel Bryan, Rollins. They're all over.
Yep, because they've had the experience.
That's it. That's what it is, man.
That's what it boils down to, man.
That's it. You got it.
They have had the experience.
They have. They know how to just go out there and entertain the crowd. And football players know how to go out there and play football.
Yes, sir.
That's it. That's what happens.
That is true indeed, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Let's see if we can cover anything else in the next 5 minutes before we get the hell out of here.
Sure. Like I said, it's been a slow-ass news week, man.
It has. Did you watch the Edge and Christian thing that they had on the network, the special?
No.
Yeah, I didn't watch it yet, but that's definitely something I'm I'm looking forward to WWE stocks up, so that's good, I guess, for them.
Till they get sued again.
Mick Foley as a Santa movie coming out. Come on,
Oh,
man.
of course he does.
What is his obsession with Santa Claus, man? Did this guy want to bang Santa Claus as a kid or something, man? What the fuck is he doing? I don't get it. He's happy about, he's excited for Santa in February, man. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I don't get it either, dude. I don't even. I'm not happy about the holidays coming up, but anyway. I don't know what his deal is, man. It's a little creepy, to say the least. But I don't know. I got no clue.
This is only newsworthy right here. But this is breaking news for everybody that's been wondering. I'm serious. This is big news right here. Breaking news
I smell sarcasm.
on THC podcast right here. For anybody that's been wondering what CM Punk is doing, this is big news. They just posted a picture of him yesterday, I believe, of him in the Apple Store. So he's alive and well. If anybody was,
I saw
big
this.
news. Big news. Big news.
Huge. I also read that he was at an indie wrestling show this weekend.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I read he was there, and the crowd never saw him. He walked out.
He was in Kentucky this weekend. Why?
I think that might be where it was.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw. I mean, yeah, let's follow this guy around. I mean, he's obviously still news. I don't get it.
I don't get it either, man. So what, man? He went to the Apple Store. Holy shit. He's got an iPhone. Breaking news. CM Punk does not have a Droid. He has an iPhone.
Maybe he was getting the new iPhone 6.
Oh, who cares, man?
I have it.
Gives a shit about. You have it?
Yeah, we had a little, because we've had our phone so long, we had an upgrade, and that was part of it. So.
Any good?
It's a bigger, faster iPhone 5. I had the iPhone 5 before, so it's bigger, faster, 128 gigs of fucking memory.
Nice.
That's real nice, and yeah, it's just like an iPhone 5 on steroids, or HGH, since they don't test for that.
Looks really big though.
It is a little bit. It's smaller than the Plus.
True.
The Plus looks like a mini iPad.
I bet, man. I don't know how you
Yeah.
turn that thing around.
It's about an inch. The screen's about an inch bigger on that one. No, I don't care. I didn't even want to get a new phone. I was happy with my other phone, but whatever. I got it.
Well, there's literally no other news. I don't know what else to really talk about.
Fuck it.
Title match for Bound for Glory.
Ooh. What is it?
Oh,
Oh, it's the Knockouts title.
breaking news. The women's title is going to be on the line. Wonderful. Thank you, Kurt Angle. Thank you. Thank you, Kurt.
To those who said, how can they not have even one championship match? You're wrong.
So happy. No,
You
they have
should be.
a title. They have the X Division one that was up.
Oh yeah, they do have the X Division. Yeah, so whatever. It's not gonna be. Listen, these guys are so concentrating on trying to get a fucking TV deal, which they should be, but you really can't neglect you can't neglect your main pay-per-view.
Yeah. Seriously though, thank you, Kurt Angle, for that wonderful match that you've set up for.
Meanwhile, the Knockouts matches on TNA do tend to be pretty good, so
I still don't care.
yeah, they're not bad.
Don't care about it.
They're not that bad at all.
Yeah, that girl Havoc, she's pretty bad though.
I like her.
I mean, I like her looks. I think she looks intimidating, but not very good.
Certainly looks intimidating.
Yeah, not very good in the ring. She's like a female version of like the fucking Warlord or something.
There you go. That'll work.
Just like a scary looking dude, but not very good. Yeah.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah, I actually met the Warlord a year and a half ago, WrestleMania 29. He was at the what is it, WrestleCon, and the guy looks like exactly the same, man. He hasn't aged at all. This guy looks exactly the same.
Yeah, He lives in Florida.
Does he? He looks like he lives in Florida.
One of my friends sees him at the gym all the time and said he's a fucking beast still.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, they've got him. Yeah, he sees him all the time.
Oh, warlord. Do you
Oh.
think he's ever going to be in the Hall of Fame?
I doubt it.
Yeah. Not even with like the Barbarian. Do like a combination, like a tag team thing.
They'd have to be a little desperate for that.
Yeah, maybe in like 20 years.
Maybe in like maybe, who knows?
They'd run out of like every. I mean, they've put in Coco Beware for God's sake.
Yeah, but that's Coco.
Yeah, but why, man? I mean, I get it, longevity, man, but I mean, fuck, man. Iron Mike Sharp was around for fucking 20 years. Does that mean that he should be in the Hall of Fame?
Probably not.
Actually, I'd rather see him than Coco. He was pretty badass, man. For a jobber, he was good.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. I know. I just don't.
Iron Mike, the original, man.
The original. That's right.
Gee.
All right, man. I think this might be it. I think we're good.
All right, we're at an hour and a half right now, so we're
I
good.
don't see where we can go with anything else. Anything else we talk about is just going to be dumb shit.
Yeah, there you go, man. That's your wrestling talk for the week.
There you go. That it is. And yes, it was recorded. Just so
Right.
everyone knows. So, yeah. Let's see. You want to do plugs? You want me to do plugs? What you want to do?
Doesn't matter. You can join us on YouTube. Go ahead on THT Podcast or under my channel, The Turnbuckle Corner. You can go on our website, hottagpodcast.weebly.com. You can join us on Facebook, facebook.com/group/THT Podcast. You can email us questions if you or topics, whatever you want us to talk about. You can go ahead and email us, or you can contact us through Facebook. If you want to email us, it's thtpodcast@gmail.com. And also on Twitter is THT Podcast. Everywhere is THT Podcast, pretty much. And don't forget on iTunes, THT Wrestling Podcast. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a review, click like, share. Please go ahead and share. If you have any wrestling friends, put them on us. Let them know. And we got a good thing going over here. We're hanging and banging on Tuesdays, talking some good old wrestling.
Good old wrestling. Oh,
Hanging,
yeah.
talking wrestling, drinking some whiskey, smoking cigars.
Yeah. I wish I could smoke a cigar in here. I can't.
There you go.
Anyway.
I'm not
All right.
saying hypothetically speaking, but whatever.
Whatever. So, anyway, thanks everybody for listening live. Everyone who downloads the show, we appreciate it. Start telling your friends. Tell us what we can do to do better if you want. Tell us something. Let us know. Email us, Facebook, however you want to do it. So, I guess that's it.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.